Aloha and welcome to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Noden Dorns. Now, always, we're going to start off with the scripture, and our scripture today is Job 33:29 through 30. States, Behold, God does all these things twice, three times with a man to bring back his soul from the pit, that he may be lighted with the light of life. And it reminds me of kind of coming back from something in the past, or second chances, I would say. And it leads me to this question: is how many second chances have you been given? If I look back, oh, throughout my almost my entire life, there's a lot of second chances I was given, honestly. And I think I can do nothing but honor God. And it kind of goes off of this quote I heard from Paulo Coelho, which is the alchemist. He is the author for The Alchemist, and it states, God offers us a second chance in life. And I 100% agree. I myself came back from, past experiences of doing, I would say, things that you're not proud of, things that you kind of led yourself down mistakenly, or things that you just kind of got caught in in the midst of. But this is about second chances coming back from that. And this is a quote from Robin Sharma I heard. And it says, All changes is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. I 100% believe that. And it reminds me, like I said, of my story. Because of Easter past, it all started with me going in with friends on an Easter. And it started with me kind of being hungover on the Easter. And then I came back a year later, another Easter. And then I kind of wanted to dedicate myself a little bit more into there. And I started attending weekly services. I started trying to attend as much. All of a sudden, it just started turning into more of a surrender, more of this is where I need to be. And it all started to change. Also, it started the change of my health, of my fitness, of my mentality, of self development, and being in the gym. It all kind of started all 6, 7 years ago. As I went through the transition, like I said, it was hard at first. It was hard to be in the gym early in the morning. It was hard to consistently study, and try to better yourself. It was hard to give yourself to something that's greater than what you always known is number one is you. So at first it was a little difficult, and then it was very messy in the middle. I would say I'm not. It's not gorgeous at the end because I don't believe my journey is over. I still think it is, and it helps me think of my favorite quote that I always put in all my journals is success is a journey, not a destination. And I think by thinking that it's a journey and we have chapters, there's times that we have our pitfalls, but this is also the time for the second chances. Like we come back and we have that light of life and we have that renewal, that new spirit. I remember when I did sales, I kind of got burnt out. It was just kind of a dog eat dog. And from that point, I didn't want to go back. And now here I am. I'm right back in sales, but I'm taking a different approach. I have a different spirit, I have a different, just a whole outlook on it. And I'm starting to love it. I'm starting to fall back in love of why I love sales. To kind of go and to correlate my message and to go into somebody else's, I want to talk about his name is Dave Dahl. And Second Chances, I heard a story and it reminded me of exactly just like Job. We have second chances, and anybody and everybody goes through stuff to where we can bounce back and start to form our new self in that second chance we have in life. And I also want to show you, it says Dave's Killer Bread. It's organic bread. And it has protein, fiber. It has all the proper stuff you need. I haven't seen as bread as packed with the proper nutrients and organic as that until I heard of Dave Dahl. And I came across a Tony Robbins seminar when he was interviewed. And his story, and it even states on the side of Dave's story, is basically he spent 15 years in and out of prison, 4 trips, different times. And while he was in there, he started thinking of basically, he decided you can be happy wherever you are. So, as sitting in a cell, and maybe somebody like myself or or yourself have been there, it all starts with in here, and we have to be happy. Now, that's what he started doing. So, in prison, that's when it started shifting into that happiness. You know, what he started saying is he was willing to ask for help. And I think that's one of our biggest over, you know, to overcome is to ask for help, because if you're like me, we're very prideful, very stubborn. It takes until you're very down and out to ask for help. And I think that's one thing is we have to be willing to ask for help. He also found his passion for computer design. And during this computer design, it says designing products started making him thinking of designing his life. He said if he can do that, he can easily design his life. Now, before he got in prison, he was kind of running from, he had a family business, which is the bakery. He was running from it. As he got out of prison with this new mind frame, this new shifted, and he attempted into a program that helped him get into that computer design and create that creativity. I challenge you to go into something that maybe you don't know that can spark that creativity. I constantly try to challenge myself into going to new things to spark something. That way, even if it makes you feel stupid, I think if you're the dumbest person in the room, you're in the right room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, because there's nowhere for you to grow. You need to learn. So we need to get around more people that can develop us. So as he got out of prison in the shift of mindset, he decided to go back to the bakery, and he started out $12 an hour. He's, with this new creative juices flowing, it kind of reminds me of getting back into my cells, is he started thinking of ways of how to do things better creatively. So he started doing things, they made it a challenge to him create for him to create cookies. Now he started with vegan. Now, how can you get any more really healthier than that? Then he started really with his bread line. How he got that is basically he started calling it killer bread, because it's his name's Dave. It started going to, as you know, Dave's Killer Bread. Now, with this killer bread, he also built it up to where they were making $4 million in business. They ended up, to develop this, he started a second chance program. And this is also where it leads me with his story and where we started with second chances, that we all deserve it. So he started a program to where they can come in, people that have not good records, bad backgrounds, just, wanting to start fresh, are able to go into there and able to start the second chance program. It even states it right on the bread itself. And that's, I think, what we want to do here at Mana Inspiration is really get to the foundation of rebuilding our mana, so that way we're able to get that second chance and we're able to run with it. That's what I challenge you to do. Develop what you want, to create that creativity, to develop that spark, to get you off the ground with that second chance, just like Job, just like Dave. just like myself and just like many others like yourself, that you can do it. But I believe in you. I love you guys. Aloha. You have a blessed week. If you know anybody that this message could benefit, send it to them. Share it with them. Like, subscribe on there. Hit the bell so that way we're all encouraging each other. We're all in this together. And I think that the closer we get to a bond of it together, the more easier life gets because we can lean on each other and rebuild that mana. Aloha, guys. I love you. Have a blessed week. Thanks.